Ever wished you could just absorb like the wisdom of a whole book in just a few minutes?
Oh, wouldn't that be nice?
Right. Well, today we're diving deep into the book of Philippians.
Ooh, one of my favorites.
It's a letter, right? From Paul the Apostle.
Yeah, to the early Christian church in Philippi.
So we're going to uncover the key messages, see why it's resonated with people for centuries.
It's amazing how relevant it still is.
Yeah. It's a challenge though, right? Condensing a whole book.
For sure.
Yeah.
But we're going to try, get to the heart of it, see why it still matters today.
Speaking of challenges,
Yeah.
one of our sources, they actually asked for a summary of Philippians
Really?
in under 10 minutes.
Oh, wow. That's a tall order.
Right. So how about we tackle that challenge head on before we even get to the content?
Okay, I'm game. Let's give it a shot.
So this letter from Paul.
It wasn't meant to be some formal theological text.
Really? What was it like then?
It was personal, full of warmth, affection, but yeah, packed with insights into living a joyful and faithful life.
Okay. So we've got this personal letter, and it's from Paul, written from prison.
Yeah, he was imprisoned at the time.
And it's overflowing with joy.
That's what's so amazing about it.
Seems counterintuitive, right?
It does, but that's the beauty of it. Paul was imprisoned for preaching about Jesus, but his letter to the Philippians, full of joy, gratitude, encouragement.
Huh.
He talks about his love for them, their shared mission, spreading the gospel.
Which, for those unfamiliar, refers to the good news of Jesus' life, death, and resurrection.
Exactly. And his unwavering faith in God despite everything.
That context is really helpful. Like knowing that Paul's writing from prison,
Yeah,
it just adds a whole other layer to this idea of finding joy in tough times.
absolutely.
For someone who might be unfamiliar with the Bible, what are some standout moments in the text that really highlight these themes?
One that always gets me is Philippians 4.11. Paul says, I have learned to be content, whatever the circumstances.
Hmm.
And it's not just some platitude. Paul knew hardship firsthand. Persecution, poverty, imprisonment. Yeah. Yet he found this deep sense of contentment through his connection with Christ.
This idea of finding contentment within your faith, even amid suffering. It's powerful. It really speaks to the human experience, right?
For sure.
We all face challenges.
Yeah.
And Philippians offers this perspective on how to navigate them with grace and even find joy in the process.
Absolutely. And you know what? This connects to those themes of unity and perseverance that are so central to Philippians.
Yeah.
Paul encourages the Philippians to be unified in their love for one another and to be humble, value others above themselves.
Okay.
There's a great example in Philippians 2.3. He writes, do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit. Rather, in humility, value others above yourselves.
It's easy to read something like that and think, well, that sounds nice.
Right.
But Paul's writing to a community facing real-world challenges.
Exactly.
And we know that the early Christians in Philippi, they were part of the Roman Empire, right?
Yeah.
So they were likely facing persecution, social marginalization.
It was a tough time.
So how does that historical context, how does it add to our understanding of this message of unity?
That's such a good question. Knowing the historical context, it really brings to light why Paul's words would meant so much to the Philippians.
Yeah.
Imagine facing hostility and opposition just for your beliefs. In those circumstances, unity, mutual support. It wouldn't just be nice ideals. It would be crucial for survival, physically and spiritually.
Makes sense. It's about finding strength and resilience in community,
Yeah.
especially when times are tough. And what about perseverance? What stands out to you in Philippians about that?
Okay, well, one of the most famous verses in Philippians 3.15, it sums it up perfectly. I press on toward the goal to win the prize for which God has called me heavenward in Christ Jesus. For Paul, this prize, it wasn't about earthly success or anything like that.
No, what was it about?
It was about faithfully following Christ, even when it was hard.
Yeah.
He saw his hardships as opportunities to grow stronger in his faith, draw closer to God.
It's kind of inspiring, isn't it?
Yes.
How Paul's words, written almost 2,000 years ago, they still resonate with us today.
I know.
So much of what he talks about, finding joy amidst suffering, cultivating unity in challenging times, persevering in our faith. These are timeless principles,
They really are.
They can guide us in our own lives.
Absolutely. Philippians is, at its core, a call to action. It's about living a life of joy, unity, and perseverance rooted in Christ, no matter what our circumstances are. It's a reminder. True joy doesn't depend on what's happening around us, but on an unshakable faith and love for God.
So there you have it, folks.
Yeah.
A whirlwind tour through the book of Philippians,
Yeah.
packed with insights on how to live a joyful, meaningful life.
And honestly, that's just the beginning. I encourage you to explore the book further. See what speaks to you. You're always going to find something new.
As you go about your day, consider this. How can you apply these principles of joy, unity, and perseverance in your own life? How can you find that contentment, that strength in your faith, even when things are tough? And how can you be a source of encouragement and support to those around you? Food for thought, everyone, from the timeless wisdom of Philippians.
Such good food for thought.
Until next time.
See ya.